Alright, let's review our exponent rules for multiplication. When I have the same base and I'm multiplying these, I'm just going to add my exponents. So I've got a raised to the n times a raised to the m. We got a raised to the n plus m. Now I've got a power raised to a power. I multiply here. And then I have two terms inside my parentheses I need to distribute. Alright, so let's look at some examples. So looking at number 1. Okay, number 1 says to simplify, right? So we're looking to multiply a monomial to a binomial, okay, or a trinomial in this case, so we need to distribute. Alright, so I've got 3 times 2, that's going to be 6. X times x squared is going to be x to the third. Minus 3 times negative 4 is 12x squared, and then positive 21x. Now it's in standard form. Greatest exponent comes first. Write them in descending order. Same thing here. We're going to distribute this 5xy to all three of those terms. So we get 5x to the fourth, because this is x to the first, x to the third. We add our exponents. And then we have a y and no more y's, so x to the fourth y. Plus 30, 5 times 6 is 30, x to the third, y squared. And then plus 5 times 4 is 20, x to the second power, because x times x, and then y times y squared is y to the third, and then positive 35xy. Now again, look for like terms, same variable raised to the same power, so we cannot combine anything there. Number 3, we're looking to FOIL or box this. We have a binomial times a binomial, so we've got FOIL means first times first, 8x squared, outside, positive 20x, inside, negative 6x, and last, negative 15. So we're going to combine like terms. These are my like terms. We get positive 14x as the b term. Same thing here. We can box this if we want to. Some of y'all may have learned the box method. Sorry. So we got to multiply to get inside the box. So we've got 4x times x is 4x squared. We've got positive xy. We've got negative 8xy. And we have a negative 2y squared. Now we're going to combine like terms, same variable, same power, x to the first and x to the first. So my answer is going to have 4x squared. It's going to have a negative 7xy, because once we're inside, we're combining, which means to add or subtract. When you are combining like terms, you do not change the exponent. All right, looking at number 5. Okay, number 5 is a perfect square trinomial. Now, what that means is that you have two of these binomials. So you should rewrite this as 2x minus 3 times 2x minus 3. Now, following the rules up here, all we have to do is say, okay, this is going to be a squared. So 2x times 2x is going to be 4x squared. Inside we get a negative 2ab. Okay, so negative 2ab, we combine a and b. We get 6 times negative 2 is a negative 12x. X. And then we get plus b squared, so positive 9. Now, all we have to do is multiply or distribute this out, just like we just did up here. FOIL this if you want to. So 2x times 2x is 4x squared minus 6x minus 6x and positive 9. You combine like terms inside, you get 4x squared minus 12x plus 9. Same thing. Now, looking at the difference of two squares, notice the difference here between what we just did and this one is this has a plus sign right here. So this is what we call the difference of two squares. Now, what's going to happen is you can see my middle term is going to cancel out. My b term is going to cancel out. So here we go. We're going to multiply this. 2x times 2x is 4x squared. Positive 6x, a minus 6x, and minus 9. When we combine like terms here, my middle terms cancel out. Positive 6x minus 6x, bye-bye. And you have the difference of two squares. Now, if you're looking at this, this is a perfect square, this is a perfect square. The difference means to subtract. That's why I call it the difference of two squares. Look at number 7. We're going to multiply this binomial to a trinomial. Again, all we're doing is we're distributing. So this 3x needs to go to all three of these terms, as well as the negative 2. So we're going to take every term inside this first parentheses and distribute it to the second parentheses. We're going to take every term, right? So the 3x and the negative 2. So here we go. 3x times 5x squared is going to give me a 15x to the third power. 3x times a negative 4 is going to give me a negative 12x squared. 3x times negative 3 is a negative 9x. We're done, right? We took it to all three of those terms, so now we go to the negative 2. Negative 2 times 5x squared is a negative 10x squared. Positive, negative times a negative is positive, 8x, and then plus 6. All right, now we're going to combine like terms. So I've got 15x cubed. I got a negative 12x squared, negative 10x squared. It's going to give me a negative 22x squared. We've got a negative 9x and a positive 8x. That's a negative 1x, excuse me. And then plus 6. Bam. All right, number 8. The only thing that changes is now I've got a trinomial times a trinomial. Same thing, we're going to take this 2x squared and distribute. So 2x squared times x squared is going to give me 2x to the fourth. 2x squared times 4x is going to give me a positive 8x to the third. And positive 14x squared. Now we take the negative x. So negative x times negative x squared is a negative x cubed. Negative x times positive 4x is a negative 4x squared. And negative 7x. Last term, we get the 3 to the x squared is a positive 3x squared. We take the 3 to the 4x, we get positive 12x. And we take the 3 to the 7, we get positive 21. All right, let's combine like terms. X to the fourths, no more x to the fourths, so 2x to the fourth. 8x cubed, negative x cubed, so that's going to give me a positive 7x cubed. I've got a 14x squared, negative 4x squared. That's going to give me a 10x squared plus 3x squared. It's going to give me a 13x squared. I see a 7x, negative 7x, excuse me, and a positive 12. That's positive 5x, and then plus 21. Last one, we're looking at number 9. We want to find the area of the shaded region. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the area of the whole square. We're going to subtract this little piece, and we're left with all that's shaded, right? So find the area of the large square, LS is what I'm going to say. We're going to subtract the area of the small square, SM, and that's going to be equal to the area of what I want. Can't spell want. All right, so the area of the large square is x plus 1 times x plus 1. So again, we're going to FOIL this. X times x, x squared, positive x, positive x, positive 1. So we get x squared plus 2x plus 1. Now the area of the small square is 5 times x minus 7. So that's 5x minus 35. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this x squared plus 2x plus 1, which is the area of the entire thing, subtract this piece that's unshaded, and we're left with what we want, right? So minus 5x minus 35. Now it's important that you put that in parentheses because we're subtracting the whole polynomial. So let's rewrite this because this is x squared plus 2x plus 1 minus 5x plus 35. Now let's combine like terms. X squared, no more x squareds. We've got a positive 2x and a negative 5x. That's a negative 3x and plus 36. Easy breezy, peeps.